Hello and good afternoon everyone. You are watching the news from Amhara Media Corporation English, broadcasting live from the regional capital Bahar Dar, Ethiopia. And I am Johannes Lijalem with the news. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has stressed the need to maintain peace and security as well as the ongoing development projects in Amhara region. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, joined by Deputy Prime Minister Temesgen Turuneh and Amhara Region Chief Administrator Arga Kabada, engaged in a meeting with representatives from all zones of the region. According to the Office of the Prime Minister, this meeting was a peak of a series of dialogue sessions conducted across the region over the past week. Following the region-wide discussions held in Amhara region, led by Prosperity Executive members, I have convened the representatives from all zones of the region this morning to address critical issues facing the region, Prime Minister Abiy posted earlier on X, formerly Twitter. Abiy stated that, providing response on a number of issues, we have underscored the importance of uniting efforts for a common purpose. The Office of the Prime Minister said the representatives presented various concerns to which the Prime Minister responded, focusing on the importance of maintaining peace and security as well as the ongoing development projects in the region. It was indicated that at the conclusion of the meeting, community representatives thanked the Prime Minister for his efforts and gifted him. A joint declaration of tripartite cooperation on the establishment of centers of excellence in Ethiopia has been signed in the presence of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. The government of Ethiopia and China as well as the United Nations Industrial Development Organization has signed tripartite cooperation agreement in the capital Addis Ababa. The tripartite cooperation on the establishment of centers of excellence in Ethiopia focuses on agriculture, agro-industries, renewable energy and digitalization. The Prime Minister Abiy said the agreement presents a unique opportunity for Ethiopia to enhance the livelihoods of farmers and rural communities through innovative solutions provided by these sectors. The Premier stated on his social media his gratitude goes towards the government of China, United Nations Industrial Development Organization for their pivotal role in facilitating this initiative. Abiy also extended special thanks for United Nations Industrial Development Organization's Director General Gerd Muller for his continued commitment to Ethiopia's development. The World Bank has reaffirmed commitment to a comprehensive support for Ethiopia's development goals. Finance Minister Ahmed, Governor of National Bank of Ethiopia, Mamo Meratu and team held productive discussions with World Bank Vice President for East and South Africa, Victoria Wakwa. According to the Minister of Finance, the two sides discussed ways on how the bank can support the ambitious reform plans in the homegrown economic reform agenda of Ethiopia. On the occasion, Finance Minister Ahmed briefed the Vice President on the recent economic reform progress and the ongoing efforts on recovery, reconstruction, disarmament, demobilization and reintegration. Wakwa, on her part, reaffirmed World Bank's commitment to comprehensive support for Ethiopia's development goals. Ethiopia and Kenya emphasized the need for deepening a relationship between the countries. Modomuliye has more on this story.
This was disclosed at the Joint Ministerial Commission meeting held in Addis Ababa. Speaking at the occasion, African Affairs Director General at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Fsa Shaul, said Ethiopia views the joint ministerial meeting as a meaningful event in consolidating bilateral relations. Parallel with further enhancing the positive ties between the two countries, Ambassador Fsa said they also timely address any situations across the borders and in the volatile region.
Ethiopia and Kenya are bounded by geography, culture, linguistic affinities, and many more bonds. These natural and social foundations are the basis for further deepening the already existing cooperative relationships between our two countries. I would like to stress that holding the GMC and other joint platforms regularly is a key to enhance our relationships.
Fasa mentioned challenges facing the two countries are terrorism, human and arms trafficking, illegal trade, unemployment and cross-border problems, among others. The Joint Commission has been instrumental in settling outstanding bilateral regional issues and enhancing the political, economic and social interactions between the two countries. FASA reiterates Ethiopia's commitment to cooperating with Kenya on peace and security, development and cooperation for the well-being of the two people. Director General of Foreign Service, Political and Diplomatic Affairs of Kenya, Ambassador Moi Limoshura, on his part said Kenya and Ethiopia shared historical relations and people-to-people interactions.
The changes in the regional and global environment demands that Kenya and Ethiopia strengthen our regular interaction, engagement, as we build our partnership at the bilateral level, at the regional level, while at the African continental level, but also internationally. As a delegation, we are here to reaffirm our strong commitment to the bilateral relations with Ethiopia, and also to seek how to strengthen our historical ties for shared prosperities in the years to come.
The main objective of the Joint Ministerial Commission meeting is to review the status of the bilateral relations between the two countries and to evaluate the implementation of the Memorandum of Understanding the two countries have signed so far. Further, it aims to define a shared path in the future to bolster relations for the benefit of the two peoples.
Commissioner for Trade and Industry of the African Union Commission, Albert Muchanga, said that the African Union is undertaking various measures, including a trade observatory and the Africa Intra-Trade Fair, to boost the implementation of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. Burhan Worknah has the details.
In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency, Commissioner Muchanga said that the African Intra-Trade Fair that took place last year had a transaction of over $43.5 billion. This demonstrates the extent to which African countries can unleash the exponential benefits from promoting intra-trade and further encourage investment in the continent.
So when that happens, it means that there are going to be increased investment flows across the Africa, and the suppliers are going to know their customers and what they need. So these are some of the activities that we're undertaking to promote intra-African trade.
Stating that infrastructure is the critical thing towards accelerating the implementation of African Continental Free Trade Area, Muchanga pointed out that massive investment is needed to scale up the prevailing infrastructure. Citing the African Development Bank's assessment, the Commissioner indicated that Africa needs about $170 billion to develop the necessary infrastructure across the continent. Furthermore, Muchanga added that capacity building of the member states is pivotal not only in building new infrastructures but also in effectively utilizing it for collective benefits. Some of African countries have been supportive of the African Continental Free Trade Area efforts in building infrastructures across the continent.
Here I can give you an example of the rail line between Ethiopia and Djibouti. Then when you go down south, right now the US, the United Kingdom and the European Union are teaming up to develop the Lobito Corridor, which is going to link Angola, DRC and Zambia. And the Chinese are also rehabilitating the Tanzania-Zambia railway at a cost of about $1 billion US to modernize it.
The African Continental Free Trade Area aims to create a single market for goods and services, a liberalized market for goods and services to enhance the movement of capital and people.
This is all we have for today. Thank you for staying with us and have a great afternoon with the rest of Amhara Media Corporation English program.
Thank you.